Then we'll go ahead and go into the fast Ethernet 0 interface, and we'll do 10.0.0.3/24. Do a no shut, and we'll go under router OSPF1, and then we will specify our network commands here. So 3, put it in area 0, and also the 3 network we'll put in area 0 as well. So now once this is done, we should see router 3 have 2 adjacencies. Actually, all routers should now have 2 adjacencies with the other 2 routers. So now as you can see here, it looks like everything is coming up and is good as far as our IGP is concerned. And what I want to show you here is one of the default options here that comes up. If you go ahead and, we're going to take a look at a couple of commands. The first one's going to be, IP domain lookup command. If I go ahead and try to if I misspell something here and just type enter, as you can see, it just says invalid input detected. If I do a show run on my router, actually let's do this here. Okay, that was a bad example. Let's go ahead and I'm going to show you another example here. If I just put in like AAA and just hit enter, as you can see we get the following error, and most of you have probably already seen this. When you're on the command line and you type something wrong, you get this message here translating, and then whatever you typed wrong, and then it's going to try to look that up to a DNS server. So it's trying to do DNS resolution here from the your host name to an IP address, and it's not able to find it. And the reason why it does this is because in the background here there's a command called the IP domain lookup, and it's enabled by default on a lot of the newer Cisco IOSs. And there's a way to get around this so that, as you can tell here, we're still waiting. Probably about 30 to 45 seconds here have gone by that we have wasted waiting for this translation to occur, that we know that it's never going to occur. And there's a way to get around that, and the way to do that is just to do a no IP domain lookup. So now if I go ahead and do AAA here, it says boom, just comes back already translating AAA unknown computer. So it basically bypasses trying to look it up, DNS resolution, and does not occur, and that's it. So I just wanted to point this out. If you've ever seen this before, you type something wrong, you get this translation occurring, and if you're not aware of what it is, well, now you know exactly what is going on here. But for our example, we actually, for our DNS lab here, what we want to do is we want to have IP domain lookup enabled on the routers. So let's go ahead and turn that back on. And now what we're going to do is we're going to configure, actually first let's go ahead and check from router 1's perspective. If I do a show IP route, just want to make sure we have the OSPF learned routes here, and we do. So if I go ahead and try to ping router 3's loopback, you see I am successful here. So from a IGP reachability perspective, it looks like we have full reachability now throughout our routing domain. And we just are verifying that real fast. And so we have verified that we do have full IP reachability from all the hosts, or all the routers here. And the next thing we want to do here to set up router 3 as a DNS server, what we're going to do is we're going to have to point router 1 and router 2 to